So blocks, and that's pretty much all you need. Blocks in yourself. Whew. So you can just start by coming down onto the mat. You can think about the back of your neck being long, shoulder blades open, and sacrum resting heavily onto the floor. So you've got this triple S, back of the skull, back of the shoulders, and the sacrum. And just take a moment to close down your eyes and start to breathe into your body this morning. Full breaths in and out through the nose. So this morning's class is called Supportive Structures. And I had a bit of a realization last Sunday about this. We so often think that support only comes in the form of people who care about us and from our loved ones, but actually in reality there is so much around us in the world and in our own selves that supports us. You really just only have to look at it through a slightly different lens. The people who support us are literally the cherry on the top. The ground, our own body, our own bones, our muscles. Without our bones, we would be mere bags of jelly. So sort of props that we use and we'll be using through here, there's so much. And I want you to really embody that as we move through this flow. So thinking about everything that is supporting you as you move. Because so often we can feel unsupported in life, and actually when we just sort of reframe it a little bit, we can realise that at any point there is everything that's working to support us. So as we just lie on our backs, I want you to be breathing into your bodies, belly rising on your inhale, taking up space. Everything soften on your exhale. As you breathe, feel that earth holding you, allowing you to breathe into it, to expand through the rib cage, so ribs moving upwards, outwards and backwards towards the mat, this 360 expansion of the breath. Without the floor, we would be merely falling. It allows us to use the floor as a sort of, almost like a pivot point. So we use it as a pressure point from which we can push away from. And that's again something I want you to embody as we move. As you lie here, just take a moment to tune into your body this morning. It might be the first time that you've pressed pause and looked inwards. Just notice how your body feels. Notice if you're holding on to any tension or tightness. And if you are, just notice where you're holding that tension and tightness. And try and let go of it on your next exhale, or use your breath to send it around the body to those areas, moving that tension and tightness away. And then just take a moment to tune into your mind again. Maybe you've not had a chance to just check in with that this morning. So important. Just notice what's going on, what's coming up. Everything's welcome, but just notice whether it's busy, still, calm, anxious, loaded with to-do lists. And just try and let go of any unwanted thoughts, any negative thoughts, anything that's not going to serve you for the time that you're on the mat. Allowing yourself to be fully present, fully connected, mind and body on your mat. Last breath here. And then we're going to slowly start to begin to move. So today's class is actually going to be a bit sort of slower than usual, and it's just going to be a bit softer. But we're going to start to walk our knees. So left knee over left hip, right knee over right hip. And as you move, I want you to feel that foot coming away from the floor and then it placing back down onto the ground. As you lower the foot, you have to control the descent. It's very easy just to let the foot fall, but actually our muscles are helping support the weight of our leg as we pop it back down on the floor. So you're just starting to move in this hip joint. Little, one leg lifts and then the other leg lifts. Good, getting this active hip flexion. And then you're going to bring both feet to rest, hip distance apart. Grab your block if you've got one, or a cushion or something that you can squeeze between your thighs just to activate a little bit more. That's why the blocks are so helpful. And then you're going to take your hands to your thighs, peel your bum up, coming into this low bridge. Make sure the tailbone's tucking towards the back of the knees, hands to the 2 front hip points, middle finger to pubic bone, thumb to belly button. Again, pause, take a moment to breathe, and take a moment to notice that support that's coming from the ground, enabling you to lift your body away. Breathing here in and out through the nose, and then you're going to slowly start to lift and lower, squeezing those glutes as you go, giving that bottom a good warm up this morning. Just keeping that control, the little lift and lowers. And then you're going to take the right hand to the sky, pull back on the right fingers with the left hand. Breathing as you go. Really push up to the ceiling as you pull back with the same force, and then open through the fingers, open through the thumb, spreading that hand fascia. Often gets sticky, especially with our sort of keyboard ridden lives. And then swap hands, pull the left fingers back with the right hand again, push up. Make sure you've got this connection. You're pushing up as you pull back. Keep breathing, keep hugging everything in towards that midline. The bum's hopefully starting to warm. Those pulses. Nice work, guys. Really lovely. And then take the hands to fists. Circle in those wrist joints. Big, slow movements. I want you to feel like you're getting into every little nook and cranny in that wrist. Keeping the pulsing going. And then we're going to go to big stars with our hands and then tight fists. And then do that quickly. So we're doing our jazz hands. Speed it up. Big stars, tight fists. Go as fast as you can. Woo. And we'll start to feel it in our hands, our wrists, our forearms. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work, guys. Shake it off. And then you're going to roll upper back, middle back, lower back, all the way down to the mat. You can release your block. We're going to come onto our abdominals. So again, thinking about that little gap at the base of the spine, keeping our spine in neutral, our pelvis in neutral, sorry. Interlace the hands behind the head, elbows frame the face, so they're really hugging around the head. Inhale here through the nose, exhale, lift, low belly pulls down and back. Push the head back into the hands, okay? Good, lifting up into those elbows. Inhale, slowly come down. Exhale, we lift. Lifting up into the elbows. Left leg is going to extend in line with the right leg. Hug into the abdominals. You should be able to make this feel spicy even with the other foot on the floor. Rebend the knee. Inhale, come down. Exhale, we lift. Again, feeling the weight of the body. Right leg extends on the floor as we lift our body away from it. Good. Really push through that right heel. Hug into the abdominals. Rebend the knee. Inhale, come down. Nice work, guys. Exhale, we lift. Lifting up into the elbows. Left leg extends. Twist to the right. Small movement. You're moving about an inch as you twist. Really extend through that left leg. We should be feeling it low in the abdominals. I've got a little shake on. Back to center. Rebend the knee. Inhale, come down. Exhale, we lift. Right leg extends. Twist to the left. Small movement. Again, you're really keeping this isolated, keeping it controlled. Good. Extend through that right leg. Back to center. Rebend the knee. Inhale, come down. Good. Exhale, we lift again. Keep that little gap in the base of the spine. Pelvis is neutral. Left leg extends. Twist to the right. Hover that right foot 2 inches off the floor. If it feels too much, keep the right foot on the floor. This can be a lot. Hover. Back to center. Place the feet down. Rebend the knee. Inhale, come down. Whew, last one. Exhale, we lift. Right leg extends. Push through the heel. Twist to the left. Hover that left foot 2 inches. Keep it low. Good job, guys. Really nice. Hug, hug, hug to the abdominals. Back to center. Rebend the knee. Inhale, come down. Good. Just bring your knees into your chest. Have a little sort of circle of the sacrum on the floor. And then we're going to do a couple of rock and rolls. So rock and roll on your back, coming up. Nice, just feel that mobilization through the spine. And then we're just going to come up to seated. Okay, so legs crossed, I'll face you. And we're going to do a couple of side bends. So again, we're being supported now by our pelvis. So we're really sitting on those seat bones, growing long through the spine. Right hand down, left arm up and over. Get a bit of lateral flexion into the body this morning. Really reach through those fingertips. You might feel surprisingly stiff, or you might feel great. Hopefully the latter. Good. Left hand down, right arm up and over. Breathe. Really send your breath into these right ribs. Again, the whole body's supporting us to stop us just jellying over to the left. Come up, right hand down, left arm up and over. Hopefully with every iteration, something feels a little bit more spacious. Good, really reach through those fingers, send them away. Try to let the neck be soft as well. Right arm up and over, neck soft down to the left. Breathe. Big full breaths, last one each side, left arm up and over, breathe. Nice work again, kind of lift up and out of the pelvis, so you're lifting up and creating space. And then left hand down, right arm up and over. So important we get all sorts of movement into our spine, and very often we end up not. Left hand to the top of the right thigh, right hand behind you. Just show you, I don't want the hand out here, I want it sort of quite close to the bum, and you're not pulling really hard, but you can use a small bit of pressure. And you'll just mainly use your abdominals to turn you. So you're getting this thoracic rotation, lengthen the spine, and really imagine someone's pulling you by a golden thread. Breathe into that mid-back space, okay? Again, something we need so much rotation, we don't get it very often. Left hand behind us, right hand onto the left thigh. Again, grow long out of your seat bones, out of the pelvis. Breathe. Try and keep the neck in line with the spine. So when I come, I'm not cranking the neck round behind me. It stays in line with my spine. Good. So you're over to the right again. Breathe into that mid-back. Maybe close down the eyes, in and out through the nose. Feeling into that mid-structure. And then right hand to the left knee, lift up, round to the left. Again, breathing. Lengthen the spine. Keep growing with every little turn. You should feel a little more movement, a little bit more freedom. Good. Come back to center. We're going to take our right hand over our head, and it's just going to sit on our left ear. And then you're going to slowly soften the head. You're not pulling it, you're just letting it soften over to the right. The left hand is going to come to the floor, and I want you to reach through those left fingertips and almost half moon that arm. And you should find that as you move it, you might find a bit that feels really sticky in the neck as you move the arm around. If you do, just pause in that moment. And again, send the breath into that part of the neck. Big, full, spacious breaths in and out through the nose. And then you're going to take your gaze to an imaginary pocket on your right hand side. Again, you're not pulling on your head. You're just tucking your chin and breathing into the back of that neck. And again, you can move your hand and notice if it makes a difference or where you feel the stretch in the body. Slowly come up off that. Left hand up and over onto the right ear. Soften the left ear down to the left shoulder. Right hand is out. Really reach through those fingertips. The more you reach away, the more you should feel it. Okay, again, length. Breathe as you take that arm in a small semicircle. You might find notably one side stiffer than the other or tighter. Just observe. Again, no judgment, but just observe. Breathe. Find that sticky spot and then take your gaze slightly more diagonally. So it's looking into a pocket on your left hand side. Again, lifting up to the sky. You're using the floor to grow out of. Good. Again, moving the arm if that feels good. Slowly coming off that. Nice. And then you're going to come round onto all fours. Okay, so again, here we're being fully supported. The floor, the energy's coming into our hands, up into our shoulders. So we want to think about setting the shoulders in neutral. Shoulder blades hugging on the back of the body, glutes engaged, low belly is not, we're not rounding in the lower back, we're just slurping these deep abdominals up. Good. From here, we're going to do some shoulder slides. So the aim of the game, shoulders slide in towards the middle of the body, push apart. So sliding in and then pushing apart. Okay, so I'm not rounding in the middle and pushing up in the middle of the back. I'm just sliding, pushing apart. And this, again, protraction and retraction, really important to learn in our bodies, in our shoulders. We need the support of our shoulders. We need them to be strong. We need them to be stable. And so often they're a bit of the puzzle that gets a bit forgotten about. Breathe, lifting and lowering. Super nice. Watch the neck, guys. Move with control. Really nice. Nice. And then set in that neutral position again, so shoulders hugging towards the hips. We've got that strong, sturdy support. And we're going to take the right arm forwards, left leg's going to go back, hover the left leg, squeeze that bum cheek. If that feels too much, you can always bring the leg down or bring the hand down. So you don't, if it's fine to do both, otherwise, and if you want to level it up again, you can hover the right foot, but that adds another level of demand in terms of the stabilization through the mid-core. Good, so breathe, squeeze that left bum cheek, hold it here. Again, your body's supporting you. Your muscles are having to work hard against the weight of gravity. Good. Bring that right hand down, left leg down. Right leg's going to go back. Get your position first. So squeeze that right bum cheek, right shoulder's hugging on the back body. Left arm is forwards. Hover that right leg. Good. Stabilize into the midline, guys. Really nice. Keep the neck drawing back in space. Everything's hovering. Options. Whoop. Hover that left foot. Oh God, I'm losing my balance. Good. It's a lot of core demand. Good. Nice. Hold it there. One more breath. Big full breaths. Breathing into our back body. And then come down. Nice work, guys. We're going to come down into dolphin. So interlace your hands, forearms on the mat. Release the neck. If this feels too much to lift the knees, just keep the knees on the floor and keep lifting up and out of the mat. But we're going to lift the knees, bum comes to the sky, lengthen the spine. We're not rounding forwards and collapsing into the shoulders. Really important that we're lifting up and out of the mat. Good, breathe. Release the neck. And then you're going to take, again, if that feels enough, stay there. Otherwise, come with me. Left leg lifts, left heel to bum, and then circle. We're getting the support from the ground, pushing through our forearms, taking it all the way up into our shoulders, and then down into our deep abdominals. Really slurp into that lower belly, pull everything up. Good. 3 times one way, 3 times the other way, and then swap feet. So right leg lifts, move with control. Right heel to bum, circle, super nice, guys. Breathe. It's a lot, take a break if you need it. If you can, hold for 1 extra second before you think you want to come down. 3 times the other way. We're moving with control. Good. That's where the strength and the secret lies. Come down, take a child's pose. Let your forehead come to the floor, knees can be wide. And again, feel the ground. Feel that support. Your forehead can let go. Your breath can let go. Big, full, robust breaths, breathing into the space between your thighs. And then when you're ready, we're going to come and stand at the top of the mat. So this is great if you've got your blocks here, again, from a level of support. Think about feet being hip distance apart, soft knees, okay? Lengthen the spine, neutral pelvis. Arms reach forwards, reach them away, lift them up, lengthen the spine. We're not flaring through the ribs. Hinge from the hips, bum goes back. Plant the hands. Feel the weight of the hands onto the blocks, okay? The blocks are taking the weight. Left foot steps back, lower the left knee, bring the body up, untuck that back foot, arms reach forwards and up. Again, use the floor, use the ground, the support it's giving you to leverage yourself to create space upwards. Squeeze that left bum cheek, squeeze that left, push through that left shin and grow out of the mat, hugging these front ribs in. Lovely, guys. Hands to the mat, step back for plank. Options here, full plank, shoulder blades on the back body, squeeze that buttock, those singular, double buttocks. Or lower the knees. Lower the knees can be as challenging as full plank. Okay, so we're in half plank, knees down, shoulders are hugging towards the hips, neck is drawing back in space, pause here, and then slowly lower, elbows coming back. If that feels too much demand, you can just come straight back into down dog. From here though, we're going to be in baby cobra. If you followed me to the floor, squeeze the bum, lengthen the spine, neck is in neutral. We've not got a chin tipped forwards. Good. Hugging those hands towards the back of the mat. Reframe the shoulders, tuck the toes, lift up and back, down dog. Have a little pedal of those calves. It should feel yummy. Nice. Breathe. Notice again the equal weight from the feet to the hands up to the middle of the pelvis. Left leg steps forwards, hug it to that chest, lower the back knee, untuck the back foot, arms forwards and up. Squeeze that right bum cheek again. Push through that right shin. If you're tight in your hip flexors or the front of your thigh, you should feel a nice opening as you do this. Again, use the floor to grow out of the mat. I want you to find as much length. Imagine you're that slinky and you're just extending yourself with every breath. Good, hands to the blocks at the top of the mat, back foot steps in. Use those blocks to support you, come up to stand. Nice work, guys. Good. From here we go again, soft knees, arms forwards and up. Lengthen the spine. Good, hinge from the hips, bum goes back, plant the hands. We're moving with control, right foot steps back, lower the right knee, we come back to our 90-90. Squeeze that right bum cheek. Roll those shoulders, get some really nice juicy shoulder mobility this morning. Everything needs a little bit of juicing up after we've been sleeping, so get that synovial fluid going, coating everything good. And then hands to the mat, step back for plank. Zip up through the front line of the body, squeeze the bum. Remember, half knees if needed. Better to be there than do a rubbish full plank. Good. Hug the belly and then slowly lower. Elbows are hugging backwards. Keep the control. Really nice, guys. Wide arm, baby cobra. Push into your fingertips. Pull the chest through. Squeeze the bum. Neck is long, so you're not, again, jutting that chin. Really squeeze between the shoulders. Hug the belly. Bum is on fire. Good. Release, tuck the toes. Lift up and back. Down dog. Have a pedal of the calves. Nice. Breathe into that back body. Equal weight, hands and feet. Feel that support under your hands, under your feet. Good. Right leg goes long, hug it to the chest, step it forwards, lower the back knee, bring the body up. Left toes are tucked, drive down through them, and then roll the shoulders this side. Good. Squeeze that left bum cheek. Good. Breathe, stabilize through the body. Good. Nice. And then hands to the mat. Back foot steps in, lengthen the spine, pause in your hinge for a moment, loading through the blocks, and then come up to stand. Nice work. Moving on to our first sequence, soft knees, arms forwards and up. Length in the spine. Good. Hinge from the hips, bum goes back. Plant the hands. Left foot steps back, lower the left knee. You're coming, hands are going to come inside the right foot, so both hands are inside the right foot. And you're just going to do some little rocks forwards and back. If you need the space, blocks under the hands to bring you up a bit. Good. Keep pulling the chest through, drive through that right foot. You should feel it in that inner thigh. Really nice, guys. Good. From here, right leg goes to the back of the mat. You're landed through this left hand. The shoulder's having to support us now. Pull the left shoulder down the back. You've got your right foot towards the back of the mat and it's on the floor. We're going to lift and then intentionally lower. Lift, hold, intentionally lower. So we've got this really slow and controlled lift and lower. We're not just kind of flying the leg around. Good. Nice. We've got 10 of these. So think about moving with control, engaging everything to lift and slowing the descent, okay? The muscles, it's very easy to just let gravity pull us down, and holding us, our muscles supports us to decelerate. Good. I think we'll do about 2 more. My counting is still as bad as ever. Good. And then from here, bring your forearms to the mat, we're coming into a forearm quadruped, okay? So forearms are down, elbows under shoulders, and then you're going to take your left leg up to the sky and then bring it back in line with the other knee. Left leg pushes up to the sky, in with the other knee. Good, so we're working into this glute. Keep thinking about pushing through those forearms, but hugging those shoulders on the back body. So I don't want you to be rounded in the upper back. Good, those shoulder blades are in neutral. Good. I think we've got 5 more of these. Good, keep breathing, keep drawing the neck back against gravity. Good. 3, nice work. 2, good job, working into that bum cheek. And 1, good. And then from here we're going to do 10 little pulses. So we take the leg back and then we pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, hug the belly, 6, draw the neck, good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. Bring that leg down, lift the elbows, lift up and back to down dog. You're going to take the left leg back, left heel to bum, circle 3 times in that left hip. One way, so like what we were doing in what's it called, dolphin at the beginning. Good, God, I can't speak this morning. Good job, guys. And then the left foot steps forwards, come up to your high lunge. Whew, my left butt cheek's on fire. I don't know about you. Soft back leg, reach up through the arms, okay? So we're in a neutral pelvis and not tip forwards. Soft back knee to get that pelvis in neutral. Good, nice. And then from here, right knee to chest. Find your balance. If you need to hold on to something, hold on. But soften through that left knee. And again, think about that strong, sturdy thigh bone. And then your lower leg is all supporting you here. Good. Stabilize, hold that leg. Good, breathe. Nice work, guys. Feel those. Again, if you've only got it 1 inch off the floor, don't worry. Move into the point that feels stable for you. Good, and then bring that foot down. Have a little wobble of those legs, a little shake out, and we'll do the other side. Soft knees, arms forwards and up. Lengthen the spine. Hinge from the hips, bum goes back. Plant the hands onto the blocks. And then from here, right foot steps back. Lower the right knee. Wiggle the left foot out just a smidge. Hands come inside that left foot and we rock forwards and backwards. Breathe, lengthen the spine. Good. Do 2 more rocks. Really drive into that left foot. You should feel it in that inner thigh. Good. And then we load into the right hand. Left leg goes to the back of the mat. Modified side plank. So really make sure this right shoulder is pulling down the back. The right shoulder is supporting, is stabilizing. And then we're going to do our intentional lifts and lower. And lift and lower. So we're really controlling, not letting gravity just push us down as soon as the leg's taken up. Good. Breathe. Keep engaging that right glute. Good. Abdominals are pulling in. Hold. Release. Nice work, guys. Good. Keep breathing. Keep stabilizing that right shoulder. Let's do 3, 2, 1. Good job. And then from here back to our forearms. And we're coming to the right side this time, so you're loading through the forearms, shoulders are set on the back body, neck's drawing back, and then you take the right foot to the sky, bring the right knee in line with the left. Take it back, working into that right glute. Moving, again, with control. It's very easy when that leg's up there to just let gravity pull it all the way back down. The slower we go, the harder it is. The more intentional we have to be, the more our body has to support us to stop us collapsing. Good. Squeeze that bum cheek as you lift that foot. Good. Really want to feel this in your bum. Nice work, guys. Keep the weight even through both hands. It might feel a lot in the shoulders as well. Let's do 2 more. Good. Last one. Whew. Nice. And then we're going to take the right foot to the sky and we're going to do our little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Squeeze that butt cheek. You've got this, guys. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Bring it down. Hands into the floor, tuck the toes, lift up and back, down dog, soft knees, right leg lifts, right heel to bum, circle 3 times in that right hip joint, mobilizing as you go, and then 3 times the other way, really getting into that hip. If this feels too much, just stay in down dog and then take that right foot forwards. You're coming to your high lunge. Woo. Again, right butt cheek might want a bit of a rub. Arms lift up, high lunge, lengthen the spine. Good. And then lift that left knee to the chest and hold. Don't worry again if it's only 2 inches off the floor, but think about the stabilization in that right leg. Okay, the strong right thigh, foot, ankle. Breathe, find the length. Good. Make that hip flexor work as well on the left-hand side. Foot down. Okay, we're going to do that again, but add on a little bit more. We'll move a little bit more fluid.